morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today I am here, consumed by jealousy, to tell you about one of the coolest things I have seen in the Pokemon TCG pretty much ever, and let's face it, at this stage I've seen pretty much everything. A Pikachu basketball promo card. Yeah, we need to talk about this a little bit more, don't we? You see, over at the weekend, there was an NBA game. And it was played between the Clippers and the Trailblazers. And I've literally just realised that apparently the Clippers have changed their logo. Apologies for the spoiler here, but frankly, the game happened a couple of days ago. If you haven't, it's a preseason NBA game, all right? It's a preseason NBA game. But you might notice down in the bottom left-hand corner, Rain City Showcase. Yeah, it's a little bit sad, honestly, that the Clippers came in and won this. But this was a special game to celebrate Pokemon. But it wasn't actually advertised in advance. I believe it was advertised locally, but it wasn't like there was no press release sent out. I didn't know this was happening. I noticed this when Pokemon sent this tweet out, "Pass us the rock" type. For non-sports fans out there, rock is a slang term for basketball. You would pass somebody the rock. Rock type is a kind of Pokemon. Ha! Wordplay. But the point is, it wasn't just that they were like, hey, here's a bunch of logos and stuff. Like when One Piece TCG had a promotion with the LA Rams there. Was it I think it was last season. There was a cool promotion between the One Piece TCG and the LA Rams, but actually there was a bag with some One Piece TCG pictures on, and then they put some signs up in the stadium. Like, that was it. That was all we got. That was pretty... I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just going to come out and say it. That was an underwhelming promotion. It wasn't very fun. Well, this was the complete opposite of that. They didn't advertise it in advance. No one knew it was coming. And look, even in the picture, we've got Pikachu, and it's the Okacheke Pikachu with this Rain City Showcase logo on it, on a bunch of Pokeball basketballs. For the record, they did not play the game with Pokeball basketballs. That would have been the greatest thing ever. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Pikachu turned up to the game, because I don't know why would Pikachu not turn up to the Rain City Showcase. And frankly, I'm incredibly jealous. Now, let's be honest with you. Would I have gone to Seattle to Climate Pledge Arena to join in with this game? Probably not, honestly. But I would have wanted to. And I would have tried to see if it was financially feasible to rock over to Seattle for like a day to go and watch a preseason NBA game. Didn't even know this was happening. But there was a promo card. And here's the cool thing about the promo card, right? It's that Pikachu again. This Pikachu keeps coming round again and again and again. You might have seen it with the Halloween logo as a Trick or Trade promo. You might have seen it over as a green tea promo with that logo on it. You might have seen it with a logo on of a brand of hair gel over in Japan. This seems to be the go-to promo for just whacking a label on or some kind of logo on and just re-releasing it. We've seen it all over the place. It was a McDonald's promo as well, for what it's worth. It's been all over. It's bizarre at this stage. Absolutely bizarre. They just keep re-releasing this card over and over again. And I'm going to go out on them and say it. This is the best version of that card. Now, I'm very partial to the green tea promo. The green tea one I think is awesome. But this is just... I don't get it. I don't understand why they did this at a random NBA preseason game. But I love that they did, and I just wish I could have been there. Now, I know what you're thinking, Wassy. It's a promo card with a new logo on. I mean, honestly, if you're saying that, I don't know how much attention you've been paying to this channel over the past few years. I love a good stamp. But it wasn't actually just that. It was so much more. There was merch. Now, shout out to Unimon over on Twitter from where I got this image. You'll notice it is a sweatshirt with Rain City Showcase on and a sticker and the promo as well, because that's apparently a thing. They had, check out this little tweet from the Soul XP. Now, this is actually really cool. What they're showing here, you see the picture on the left, they actually had these at EUIC this year and other places as well. This is a showcase Pokemon tend to show around where they show off different Nintendo consoles with the games that were essentially playable on those consoles, the mainline Pokemon games. If anybody's wondering, Circling Seattle Sports is showing us here that the promo was given away in a Terra Charizard sleeve. The sleeve isn't actually new. They must have just had a bunch of them lying around in the office, but that's not the point. The point is, it's kind of cool that they were given out. Now, for me personally, being a big nerdy Pokemon collector I am, I'm going to want one of these. Obviously, I'm going to want one of these. So I do think it's time we head on over to eBay here and just have a look at exactly how much this is going to set us back. Well, I would quite like a hat. I'll be honest with you. I do think the hat is a very cool hat. There's a cap around. It's $100. Now, look, I understand that had I flown out to Seattle, the hat would have been like, I don't know, $40 or something like that, I'm assuming. So it's essentially paying an extra $60 to not have to fly to Seattle. But I hate the fact that every time there's a cool promotion like this, it's just a bunch of people going and buying everything up just to then go and resell it for way too much money. Like, there was a pin, and I want the pin because I want to wear it on stream. How much is a pin going to set you back? $40-50. I want to wear this pin on a Pokemon stream. Do I want to spend 40 quid on a pin? Well, the reality is I've spent like 20 quid on a pin several times. It's an extra 20 quid. But it just feels bad that people have just gone there, picked this up for a few bucks, and then just whacked it up on eBay. And then, of course, what I really want here is I want the card. Now, the card is generally being bid. There aren't that many buy it nows up there. So, and the buy it nows are absolutely ridiculous. So I'm not going to even look at those. But it's selling for $100. And I really want a hat, a pin, and a promo card. But do I want to spend $240 on a hat, a pin, and a promo? And the answer is probably not. And again, I know if I'd have flown to Seattle, it would have been a lot more than that, all right? Firstly, I didn't know. But secondly, I would have been to Seattle. I would have gone to the game. It feels wrong to feed the scalpers. For what it's worth, there were actually a bunch that were selling much cheaper, but that seems to have kind of run out pretty quickly. Like, if you look down around a couple of days ago, there were actually sold for like $30. That was a thing. This is just one example. There were a bunch of others as well. It unfortunately seems to have run out. All they say that I showed you the most recent solds a second ago. They're all around $100. And all the bidding is kind of getting up there as well. Now, hopefully they gave out like several thousand of these, so that will depress the price a little bit. But one of the things to remember about this promo, and I do think it is an important thing to remember about this promo, it's not coming back. Like, this was a very specific card that was for exactly one preseason basketball game, which has happened. So it's not like we'll give it a little bit, there's going to be a big influx of supply, and then you can all go and pick it up then. Nah, mate. One NBA game. And it's over. So I don't think this is ever coming back. I would love to be wrong about this. I would love to see this as sometimes they do random promos as presents when you buy on the Pokemon Center. I would love that to be a thing, but I do worry that actually this is just a case of it's a promo that came around and probably thousands of them given out, one to everyone that turned up, but the time has passed now and it might just be rubbish. I don't know. That's what I can tell you about this. Now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about this. Were you at the game? Let me know in the comment section. Get us. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talked about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games, and we'll continue to do so. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things, and get shoutouts on the channel, like the lovely Eric Ridgway, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time with ya. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.